today is February...
Yes, today's February the 18th. And yeah, it kind of started off frustratingly. We've been tracking our container for, I guess, basically ever since it left New Zealand. It was originally scheduled to arrive here approximately about the 20th of January.
Yeah, give or take a couple of days.
And I guess ever since then it's been delay after delay after delay. The first one was just a few days, which wasn't too bad because it allowed us to go to Sri Lanka.
And we knew about that one before we left New Zealand because we got a notification, as Darryl said he was tracking. So we're like, cool, well we've got an extra 4 or 5 days. Let's pop down to Sri Lanka. So if you've seen our videos, you'll have seen that we've been there, had a really good time, and then we were like, sweet as, when we get back, I think we were back on the Friday and the shipment was supposed to come in on the Monday. So we were like, cool, then it'll be an extra couple of days to clear, and then we'll be off.
But I guess while we're in Sri Lanka, then kind of realised that our container had arrived in Singapore, but the intending vessels that was supposed to go on it, the bookings got bumped. Then at one stage it was then supposed to arrive into Chennai on the 3rd of February.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, alright.
So we waited. We've been in Chennai, so we got back from Sri Lanka about the 26th or so. Like it was late January, and we were like, that's fine, we'll just chill in Chennai, we'll wait.
3rd of Feb, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad, and so we're like, that's cool, we'll do some stuff. So we went and did a walking tour of Chennai. I don't know if I've posted the India video by the time this one posts, just depends on what we're talking about today as to how we're going to tell this story, I guess. But we were like, it's cool, it gives us some time to find our feet in India, and we got things like our money payment app sorted and our SIM card sorted, and we kind of just got a handle on India. So we were like, that's okay, it's a good soft start to India. Yeah.
And then it got delayed again to I think the 10th of February. And then I was like, oh, this is just starting to get a little bit annoying.
But we still waited it out. We're still like, well, we'll just go really slowly in Chennai. And so if you watch our daily videos, you would have seen a lot of like, oh, we're going to go work in a cafe, or let's go out for dinner, because we just didn't want to explore too widely because we knew we were going to get places in the van. And so we chose just hang out in the city and kind of just kill the time. And that was okay. And Chennai, while lovely, there's not a lot to do. So we entertained ourselves with stuff like going to the movies and go to the mall and finding stuff in our local neighbourhood. So all very fine things to be doing.
And also, Chennai there's nothing really negative I can say about it.
No, we really liked it.
Except I guess it's not an entertainment or a tourist capital.
Yeah.
But it is. The people are lovely.
Lovely people.
Have not felt unsafe at all.
No. We've had a good time. Like we've had a good time in Chennai, but we knew by the 10th of Feb we'd be ready to go. Yeah.
And then it got changed to the 16th of Feb.
And we were ready to go.
Yeah.
So instead of killing more time in Chennai, that's when we popped up to Nepal. Yeah. And we had a wonderful 10-day trip up there, which was so good. And part of the reason is the longer things were taking, the more we realised the chances of us having the time to really be able to drive to Nepal, because that was our plan, was to drive up to the north of India, do a border crossing and kind of self-tour Nepal, which we just realised
so I guess we just kind of traded time for money. Like I guess we still used that same amount of time in Nepal with the tour that we did. Would have been probably about the same amount of time we would have.
Maybe a bit longer if we were driving by ourselves. Those roads are pretty treacherous.
Yeah. But then I guess when I think we're in Nepal, it just got, the arrival time got shifted by 3 days to the 19th of February. So well, three days at least, it's not too bad.
So we came back to Chennai.
So the 19th of February would be tomorrow.
Yeah, so we came back to Chennai on Sunday night. We're really excited. We I was saying to Darryl, I'm getting excited about things like unpacking all the stuff we've been carrying with us, and really getting like the van set up for long-term travel. And on Monday we were at a cafe, because it's kind of what we do, and we were at the point of going, no, we're really starting to plan out our route. We know what we want to do in India and how we want to go, and we kind of started to solidify with the time we had and how do we maximise the time. Had a great day yesterday at the T20 World Cup. Just an awesome day, meeting really cool people again, lovely people here in South India.
Yeah, and like even last night going to bed, checking the tracking and arrivals for the container. Everything was like all teeing up for the 19th of February tomorrow.
Yep. We have accommodation until the 19th of February. Yep.
Yeah, and
so today was supposed to be an admin day of getting the washing done, getting some videos edited, just kind of getting ready to go and pick up the van.
And we found out this morning it's been. So when I left Singapore, it was originally intended to go straight to Chennai. Then kind of this is the one probably I think going to the 16th of February.
Because we finally saw it leave, because all this time it's just been sitting in Singapore in the port. So it's on our boat.
So partway through the route, I guess this is going through the Malacca Straits, I then realised that instead of going in a northwesterly direction, it was the ship was just going west. I was going, oh, that's a bit weird, and the tracking then advised that it was going to Colombo, Sri Lanka instead. And I was going, oh, that's a bit weird, but then again, thankfully Colombo wasn't that far away from
just
Chennai.
down the road.
And I was like, okay, and then it did show in the tracking that it's supposed to go Colombo then to Chennai.
And I've got a photo, like the other day I took a screenshot of our tracking, because in addition to tracking we've also got an air tag in the van, and I was like, look how close it's getting to us, and I was so excited because it does feel like it's taken forever. Yep. And then this morning's news was greeted with some expletives.
Yeah, it's not going to Chennai, it's going back to Singapore. And yeah, I guess hopefully you guys in the back of the screen, having heard what I just got, you go, what the expletives?
Yeah.
Because
that's what we said out loud, but we won't say it on the internet. So Darryl jumped on the call with our, he got on the call initially with our shipping agent in New Zealand, just to kind of say, like, what do you know that's going on? This is what we figured out. I don't think he'd realised that it had been diverted. And then we've also got our customs agent here in India, who's the receiver of the shipping of the container, and so kind of both agents have reached out to try and find out what's going on with the shipping line.
So the way it looks at the moment, and I'm starting to get beaten up a little bit here now. It's like the glass is now half full, or half empty.
Half empty, that's not the right way.
The glass is half empty now.
Yeah.
But beforehand I was the half full. But now it's like my worst gut feeling is what happens if it gets back to Singapore and it gets unloaded.
So where we're at is, when we had planned this round the world trip, we knew India was going to be a bit tricky, and not tricky in terms of anything about India, but just to do with how while it's got neighbours, we can't actually drive in and out of those bordering countries because they have closed borders. So we can't drive into Pakistan and we can't drive into Myanmar. And so that means overlanding the whole way was going to be hard. So we knew that we'd have to ship the van here, and we chose to ship directly from New Zealand to India. So, that was always going to be a two-leg thing. When we had planned it, because India is so huge, and as I said, we'd planned to drive into Nepal, we'd planned to not drive into Bhutan.
We're both going to basically have 10 weeks.
Yeah, maybe 10, maybe 11 weeks here. And what it now looks like is, by the time the van gets here, which, if it all goes well, is the 26th, then it will need some time to work through the customs clearing process. and so the 26th is a Friday, so we're assuming we wouldn't get the van until probably...
It is a Thursday.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry, 26th is a Thursday, but, you know, with...
Yeah, it'd be Friday, and then you got the weekend.
Yeah.
So I really wouldn't imagine they wouldn't start really kind of processing until the next week on Monday, Tuesday, probably Wednesday.
Yeah, so we're thinking we might get, like, great scenarios, we get the van on Wednesday the 3rd or so, then of March. So now initially, just to put that in context, that's 6 weeks later than when we'd initially, you know, because the van left New Zealand in December, like it's been a long time, and that would give us 1 month, give or take, to travel around India, which is just insufficient time.
This is a huge country.
Huge country.
Which is why we wanted to give ourselves 10 weeks.
Yeah.
And why, I guess, we then took the approach to go to Nepal.
Go to Delhi.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've said that. Yeah, so in the in-between, because we don't want to lose time, because it's not going to get here till the 26th, this morning, after finding out that news, we just booked a tour, and we are going to Delhi, Jaipur, and Agra for 7 days. And that's because our hunch is, even if the van gets here, we won't have enough time
to go.
Well, we would, but we'd be really pushed. There'll be lots of driving, long driving days. And if you know anything about roads in India, and to be fair, we don't know that much about them. We just have been in the city of Chennai, really. But I just anticipate there'll be a lot of driving, and then finding places to park, places to stay. You know, like it's a lot more admin. So we've decided again, thinking, always trying to problem solve, is that we'll go north, do that tour. It does mean there's some stuff we're not going to do in the north that we'd hope to do, like we're not going to go to Varanasi, which I wanted to. There's places in just north of Mumbai, kind of between Mumbai and Delhi, that I really wanted to get to. We'll go to Jaipur for a night, but that's kind of it. And we were like, look, that's okay, because if the van comes in on the 26th and we can get it in early March, then we'll spend that month in the southern states and kind of go a bit slower, explore, get all the way down to the bottom, go up through Kerala, get up into the hill country, do some treks. Like, we're kind of just thinking that's what we're going to do. So that's the plan. And then over dinner, and this is one reason I said to Darryl, when we come home, we should just pull out the camera and just talk to you guys. I was saying to Darryl, look, if we get to the point that as she gets back to Singapore, there's another delay, my instinct is we don't bring the van to India and we should reroute her to Malaysia.
As if that's possible.
I have no idea if that's possible. And my reason being is getting her here is one thing. So we've paid a lot to our customs agent, our shipping agent in New Zealand, and we have prepared, we know what we'd be paying our customs agent here in India, but we then also have to then kind of in early April ship her from India to Malaysia anyway. So I don't know exactly what that would cost. In my head I'm thinking it's around, I don't know why I think this, $5,000 USD, 10 grand New Zealand, something like that, to do that trip. I hope it's not that much, but if it's the shipping plus the agent's fees, it could be. And if we're then at that point, the reason we've got to get out of here by April is we've got some other tours booked in June in China and Vietnam. We know that we're driving through China in
That can be determinable, but it's the end point of going through Central Asia, the high altitudes.
Weather.
We want to do that before
winter kicks in.
Before the snows arrive into those high altitudes where we could potentially get ourselves in a lot of trouble. So that there really is, even though it's months away. It is really a massive factor for us, and something that I guess we're really aware of, and it's a reason why we
planned our route
It,
this way.
and I guess even now, like it's nearly the middle, or just past the middle of February, but it's something that we're deadly aware of that potential, and I think it's in sometime in September where
We need to be out of China and in Kyrgyzstan late August.
yeah.
Because otherwise, I mean, the alternative is we won't go to Kyrgyzstan in the high mountains, which we really want to do. And so these are the things that seems really weird to be kind of sitting here in this really like perfectly lovely city in a really nice country that we're having a good time in, and kind of going, oh, maybe we've got to change our plans. And so if we do change our plans, that's what we'll deal with, and so we'll give you an update on that as well. But
Yeah, I think this whole massive dream that we've had for years, sometimes it just isn't sunshine and rainbows all the time.
yeah, and it's not like anything's terrible. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sit here and be like I was saying over dinner. We've seen videos of other YouTubers who take their vehicles around the world, and they've had their vehicles broken into and ransacked, or they've been stuck in customs and not being cleared for months, or just bad stuff happening. This is not terrible. As far as we know, the van is fine. I'm a bit worried about the moisture levels in the van, I'm not going to lie, because it's just been in a tarp covered shipping container in a very hot city, and I just can't help but think mold, but we'll hopefully not have to deal with that.
We did put some moisture removers.
Oh, they better be working. And so I just don't want to sit here and be like, oh, poor us, this is terrible. I know in the grand scheme of travel, it's not terrible, but it's just that thing of going, we might have to make some hard decisions, and I wanted to capture those feelings because like yesterday we were pumped, we had a great day. This morning the news, and then both of us have been flat all day, like just kind of like, oh, I'm going to do a tour. And even that, we just booked a tour really quickly. And I was talking to a friend back in New Zealand who spent a lot of time in India, and it was like, are you going here, are you going here? It's like, nah, we're not. And that kind of sucks. I'm not saying I want to come back to India in the future. I possibly will. Like I said, I'm having a good time. It's just, that kind of going, the one way that we can afford to travel like this, we think, we haven't even got the van yet, is by staying in the van, and every night that we're not costs us a lot. So we have a monthly budget. We have blown that budget for this month, well and truly, and probably will for the month ahead. And that's the call of then going, is shipping it here for 3 weeks and then shipping it back. If that is the case, I don't think it's worth it financially. And so these are the things we've got to figure out. I'm not sure if it's gonna the next scene that you'll cut to is us getting the news that we're off, and we're picking the van up, and we're dealing with customs, and we're getting our insurance, and we're on the road, and then the van after that is us living.
And the glass is half full.
And the glass is not just half full; it's overflowing and full and joyous, and we're having a fab time. But I don't know. It's just feeling like Darryl summed it up really well over dinner, and he said, have we done everything we could have done right? And the answer is yes. Like, we haven't. It's not like we're not using good shipping companies. Like, we've got reputable people that are working with us.
Shit's happened.
Yeah, and some of the explanation from the shipping line is stuff that's nothing even to do with Asia. It's like there's some weather events in Australia, and that's causing global shipping issues around Asia. And so these are some of the things that it's just like, oh, okay. And it also affirms to me that once we get into Southeast Asia, travelling with our van.
Yeah, because that'll be the good thing. Once we do get to Malaysia, I'm not envisioning us needing a shipping line until...
We might need something in the Caspian Sea. Yeah, maybe.
But that one there is definitely a future Megan and Darryl.
That's a 2027 problem. Maybe late 2026.
Really late 2026 problem.
Yeah.
That is not in our foreminds it's really in the back, but I guess like with most things I suppose we do need to be aware of it though, but yeah, that's not a big concern, not like compared to the timelines that we just mentioned to you beforehand.
Yeah. So, yeah, let's see what happens in the next part of the video.